Have you ever felt stuck? Like everything you want is just beyond your reach? That changes today. There's a hidden power in the specific words we speak. 4 simple lines that can shift your entire reality. This isn't just positive thinking. It's deeper than that. These 4 specific lines work differently than random affirmations. They target the exact mental blocks keeping good things away from you. What if I told you that people who consistently use these 4 lines report strange coincidences happening in their lives? Opportunities appearing out of nowhere, the right people showing up at the perfect time, money flowing from unexpected sources. The mind responds to language in ways science is only beginning to understand. These 4 lines weren't chosen randomly. They're designed to rewire your subconscious, the part of you that's actually creating your reality. I discovered these lines during my darkest period when nothing was working out. Within weeks of using them, everything shifted. Now I share them with everyone who's ready for change. Stay with me as I break down each line, explain exactly how it works, and show you the specific way to use them for maximum effect. These aren't just words, they're keys that unlock doors you didn't even know were closed. Behind everything in your life sits a powerful force, your subconscious mind. This silent partner operates 24/7, filtering reality based on what it believes to be true. When negative thoughts dominate your inner landscape, your subconscious creates a matching external reality. Neuroscience reveals something fascinating about affirmations. Each time you speak a positive statement, your brain forms tiny electrical connections. These neural pathways strengthen with repetition. It's like carving a new path through a dense forest. At first, it seems impossible, but with consistent effort, that path becomes the default route. Brain scans show measurable changes in neural activity when people repeat affirmations consistently. Areas associated with self-perception light up differently after just 2 weeks of daily practice. This physical rewiring creates new thought patterns that eventually become automatic. Most random affirmations fail because they don't address the specific mental blocks holding you back. Generic statements like "I am successful" often trigger immediate resistance because they conflict with deeply held negative beliefs. Your mind simply rejects them as false. These 4 specific lines work differently. They bypass resistance by addressing the root causes of blockage. Each line targets a distinct psychological barrier that prevents manifestation, unworthiness, resistance, impatience, and lack of gratitude. Studies on neuroplasticity confirm that focused, targeted statements create stronger neural connections than general ones. When your affirmation directly addresses your specific mental block, your brain can't easily dismiss it. What makes these 4 lines uniquely powerful is their sequencing. They work systematically, first opening you to receive, then removing resistance, followed by establishing patience, and finally activating gratitude. This progression mirrors how manifestation actually works on a psychological level. Brainwave patterns measured during affirmation practice show that these specifically sequenced statements produce deeper alpha and theta states, the same brain states associated with profound meditation and heightened receptivity. This creates an ideal mental environment for attracting what you desire. First line, "I am open to receiving abundance." This seemingly simple phrase carries tremendous power because most people unknowingly operate with a closed receiving channel. From childhood, messages about scarcity, limitations, and unworthiness seep into our subconscious. We learn it's selfish to receive, better to give, and dangerous to want too much. When spoken with intention, this line begins dismantling those hidden barriers. Open signals to your mind that you're removing blockages. Receiving acknowledges your willingness to accept good things without struggle. Abundance extends beyond money to include love, opportunities, health, and joy in unlimited supply. This statement works by addressing a fundamental psychological block: unworthiness. Many people sabotage incoming good because deep down they don't believe they deserve it. Each time you affirm openness to abundance, you challenge that false belief. Research shows that repeated challenges to limiting beliefs eventually weaken their hold on the subconscious. Brain studies reveal something fascinating. Saying, I am open to receiving abundance, activates reward centers in your brain, similar to actually receiving something valuable. This creates a positive feedback loop, making you more likely to notice and accept opportunities when they appear. Closed people miss abundant signs daily. Job offers declined because I'm not qualified enough. Compliments rejected because they're just being nice. Money opportunities missed because that would never work for me. This line helps you catch these self-sabotaging thoughts before they block your blessings. Believing you deserve good things isn't selfish, it's essential. When you genuinely believe in your worthiness, you become more generous, not less. People who feel abundant share more freely than those gripped by scarcity. Speaking this line reprograms your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information. It begins highlighting abundance in your environment that was always there but previously filtered out. Suddenly, you'll notice opportunities, connections, and resources that were invisible before. Second line, I release all resistance to what I desire. This statement addresses a critical barrier in manifestation, the unconscious resistance we hold toward our own desires. Many people claim they want something while simultaneously pushing it away through fear, doubt, and negative expectations. Resistance takes many forms. Fear of failure keeps us from trying new paths. Fear of success makes us sabotage opportunities just as they're about to materialize. Fear of disappointment prevents fully committing to desires. Each creates invisible walls between us and what we want. When speaking this line, focus on the word release. It signals permission to let go of struggle. Most people believe getting what they want should be difficult, requiring constant effort and strain. This belief itself creates resistance. By declaring release, you're telling your mind to stop fighting and allow desires to flow naturally. Psychological studies show that resistance creates physical tension in the body. This tension becomes a literal blockage to receiving. During moments of resistance, stress hormones flood the system, narrowing focus and limiting creative problem-solving abilities. This affirmation helps reverse that physiological response. Resistance often stems from conflicting beliefs. Part of you wants wealth, while another part believes money corrupts. Part of you desires love, while another fears vulnerability. This line harmonizes these internal conflicts by acknowledging both the desire and the resistance while choosing to release the latter. Self-sabotage happens when unconscious resistance overrides conscious desires. Signs include procrastination, making careless mistakes, creating drama before success, getting sick before opportunities, or feeling inexplicably anxious when things go well. By directly addressing resistance, this line brings these patterns to light where they lose power. Brain scans show that actively releasing resistance activates parasympathetic nervous system responses, lowering blood pressure, decreasing heart rate, and promoting relaxation. This physiological state opens receptivity to new possibilities that stress hormones would normally block. By speaking this line daily, subtle shifts occur. Opportunities that once triggered fear now spark excitement. Challenges that caused shutdown now inspire creative solutions. People notice increased synchronicities as resistance dissolves, allowing natural flow between desire and manifestation. Third line, I trust the perfect timing of my life. This powerful statement addresses one of manifestation's greatest obstacles, impatience. Anxiety about when desires will manifest creates energetic interference that actually pushes them away. Speaking this line dissolves time-based resistance. Patience isn't passive waiting, it's active trust in life's intelligent unfolding. When speaking this line, emphasis falls on trust, a conscious choice to surrender control over timing while maintaining certainty in eventual manifestation. This paradoxical state combines confidence with release. Timing matters profoundly in attraction. Everything exists within interconnected systems, requiring precise alignment. That dream job needs the right company culture, manager position opening, and personal skill development. Perfect relationships depend on both parties reaching compatible growth stages. Forced timing often delivers partial, unsatisfying versions of desires. Anxiety creates biochemical chaos in our bodies. Stress hormones flood systems designed for occasional danger responses, not constant worry. This physiological state makes recognition of opportunities nearly impossible. Hearts race, vision narrows, and creative thinking shuts down, all blocking manifestation's natural flow. Good things often arrive through unexpected channels requiring flexibility. Anxiety locks focus onto specific outcomes through specific pathways, creating tunnel vision that misses surprise opportunities. This line expands awareness beyond limited expectations. Nature demonstrates perfect timing everywhere. Seeds germinate precisely when conditions support growth. Animals migrate at optimal moments without calendars. Fruit ripens neither too early nor too late. This affirmation aligns personal manifestation with natural intelligence already operating throughout existence. Research in quantum physics suggests observation affects reality at fundamental levels. Anxious observation collapses potential into limited outcomes. Trusting observation allows expanded possibilities. This line shifts observation quality from anxious demand to confident expectation. Speaking this affirmation redirects focus from when to what, from timeline obsession to desire clarity. Each repetition strengthens neural pathways supporting trust while weakening anxiety circuits. Brain scans show regular practice activates frontal lobe regions associated with higher reasoning, overriding primitive fear responses from the amygdala. Manifestations operate like pregnancy, forcing premature delivery damages both mother and child. Each desire has its perfect gestation period. This line nurtures patient confidence during incubation phases, allowing complete manifestation rather than settling for partial, rushed results. Fourth line, I am grateful for what I have and what's coming. This final statement completes the manifestation circuit by combining present appreciation with future expectation. Gratitude acts as both a powerful attractor and an amplifier of existing good, creating a magnetic field that draws similar experiences. Speaking this line activates dual time perspectives simultaneously. Present gratitude grounds you in current blessings, while future gratitude creates a vibrational match for desired outcomes. This temporal bridge connects what is with what will be, collapsing the perceived gap between them. Gratitude accelerates attraction through frequency alignment. Everything vibrates at specific frequencies, including thoughts and emotions. Gratitude produces one of highest vibrational states possible. When consistently maintained, this frequency naturally attracts experiences, people, and opportunities of similar vibration. Brain research reveals striking changes during gratitude practices. Neural scans show increased activity in medial prefrontal cortex regions associated with learning and decision-making. Regular gratitude literally rewires neural pathways, making positive perception default instead of exceptional. Psychological studies demonstrate gratitude creates an abundance mindset, directly countering scarcity thinking that blocks manifestation. When we feel grateful, we perceive more opportunities, take more risks, and connect more deeply with others, all behaviors that increase success. Heart-focused research from HeartMath Institute shows gratitude creates coherent heart rhythms that synchronize brain waves, nervous system responses, and hormonal secretions. This whole body coherence creates optimal physical conditions for attracting desired outcomes while experiencing greater well-being, including what's coming. In this statement introduces an element neuroscientists call prospective gratitude. This form of appreciation activates reward centers in advance of actual receipt, creating neural patterns identical to already having received desires. This primes physical and mental systems for manifestation. Daily gratitude practice measurably increases serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of well-being and motivation. Higher levels correlate with increased goal achievement, better relationship outcomes, and greater financial success across numerous studies. Speaking this line regularly shifts perception from lacking to abundance in progress. This perceptual pivot transforms everyday experience, revealing currently unnoticed blessings while maintaining confident expectation of future good. Each repetition strengthens evidence gathering for abundance rather than scarcity, creating self-reinforcing cycles of increased manifestation. Effectiveness comes from strategic implementation, not just knowing these 4 lines. Start with a 30-day commitment. This time frame allows new neural pathways to form while breaking old thought patterns. Write these lines on small cards placed where you'll see them throughout the day: bathroom mirror, computer monitor, phone wallpaper, and card dashboard. Morning practice yields strongest results because brainwave patterns remain in alpha state, highly receptive to new programming. Speak these lines immediately after waking, before checking phones, or starting daily activities. This plants seeds in fertile mental soil before stress and distraction create resistance. Evening practice before sleep provides secondary benefits. During sleep, subconscious processing continues without conscious interference. Speaking these lines as final thoughts before drifting off allows deep integration during REM cycles. This 2-time approach creates powerful momentum. Voice tone matters significantly. Speak slowly, with deep conviction rather than desperate pleading. Each word should carry weight and certainty. Imagine speaking absolute truth that needs no defense or explanation. This authoritative tone bypasses conscious skepticism and speaks directly to subconscious levels. Physical posture influences effectiveness dramatically. Stand tall with shoulders back and head held high while speaking these lines. This activates confidence-related hormonal responses, Research shows power posing increases testosterone and decreases cortisol, creating optimal biochemistry for manifestation. Adding light physical touch enhances neural impact. Place one hand on heart center while speaking. This gesture activates parasympathetic nervous system responses, creating receptive states while strengthening emotional connection to these statements. Mindset preparation begins with 3 deep breaths before speaking these lines. This shifts brain activity from beta, active thinking, to alpha, receptive awareness, creating optimal states for reprogramming. Without this preparation, busy minds often repeat words without absorption. Consistency trumps perfection. Speaking these lines daily with moderate attention exceeds speaking them occasionally with perfect focus. Neural pathways strengthen through repetition, not intensity. Missing occasional days doesn't reset progress, so avoid all or nothing thinking that leads to abandonment. For maximum impact, combine vocal practice with written reinforcement. Handwrite these lines in a dedicated journal each morning after speaking them. Different brain regions activate during writing versus speaking, creating multi-layered neural encoding that accelerates manifestation results. Mechanical repetition ranks as the primary mistake when using these 4 lines. Simply mouthing words while thinking about dinner plans or work problems creates minimal impact. Full attention must infuse each syllable. When mind wandering occurs, stop immediately, reset with a breath, and begin again with presence. Quality trumps quantity every time. Adding qualifiers destroys effectiveness instantly. Statements like, I am trying to be open to abundance, or I wish I could release resistance, introduce doubt directly into the affirmation. These modified versions program continued struggle rather than transformation. Speak only the exact words as written without additions or changes. Speaking these lines with underlying doubt feels inauthentic initially. This creates a paradox: how to believe words that don't yet feel true. Solution: focus on willingness rather than current belief. Say, I am willing to be open to receiving abundance for the first week if needed. This bypasses resistance while priming for full statements. Compartmentalizing these practices from daily life severely limits results. Many people create spiritual time separate from regular life. This division prevents integration. Instead, use environmental triggers to prompt these lines throughout the day. Red traffic lights, phone rings, or door openings can serve as reminders. Result obsession creates significant energetic interference. Constantly checking for manifestation evidence generates anxiety that blocks the very outcome sought. This resembles repeatedly digging up seeds to check growth, which prevents roots from forming. Commit to the practice regardless of visible results for at least 30 days. Mixed messages sabotage even perfect practice. Speaking these lines in morning while complaining about lack all afternoon creates neural confusion. Monitor everyday language, eliminating phrases like, I can't afford that, that's impossible, or nothing works out for me. These contradictions cancel affirmation benefits. Inconsistent practice during challenging times wastes previous momentum. Many abandon these lines precisely when needed most, during setbacks or disappointments. This pattern leaves one perpetually starting over. Instead, double down during difficult periods, increasing repetitions when resistance feels strongest. Initial results often appear as subtle shifts rather than dramatic manifestations. Notice increased synchronicities, unexpected ideas, improved mood, or new opportunities that seem coincidental. These represent manifestation beginnings, not failures. Track these small wins daily to recognize progress patterns invisible to casual observation. These 4 lines serve as foundation stones for a complete manifestation practice when combined with complementary techniques. Visualization becomes significantly more powerful after speaking these lines because they remove subconscious resistance that typically fights against visualized outcomes. After saying these statements, close eyes and visualize desired outcomes for just 2 minutes. This sequence creates neurological coherence, where visualization signals reach deeper brain structures without interference. Specific visualization timing matters greatly. Morning affirmations paired with evening visualizations create a powerful daily container. Morning statements set subconscious parameters, while evening visualizations fill that framework with detailed imagery. This combination accelerates manifestation by engaging both logical left brain and creative right brain processing. Action steps transform from struggle to inspired movement when preceded by these 4 lines. Speak them before making decisions or taking steps toward goals. This practice clears mental static that clouds judgment and hesitation, that prevents momentum. Actions taken from this clear state align naturally with desired outcomes rather than unconscious self-sabotage. Creating evidence lists multiplies effectiveness dramatically. After speaking these lines, write 3 pieces of evidence suggesting desires are already manifesting. Initially, this might seem challenging, but training perception to notice supporting evidence rather than contradicting proof changes reality interpretation at fundamental levels. Scripting future scenarios as if already experienced pairs perfectly with these 4 lines. After speaking them, write 1 paragraph describing desired outcomes in present tense with sensory details. This bridges current reality with future manifestation, collapsing time gaps in subconscious perception. Gratitude journaling amplifies the 4th line specifically. Each evening, document 5 unexpected positive experiences from that day. This trains reticular activating systems to notice favorable circumstances that previously went unrecognized, creating upward manifestation spirals. Physical environment alignment removes contradictory influences. Clear spaces of items symbolizing lack or past struggles. Introduce objects representing desired outcomes, empty picture frames for future opportunities, extra chair for new relationship, or upscale business card holder for career advancement. These environmental anchors reinforce verbal affirmations. Meditation creates fertile ground for these 4 lines. 5 minutes of breath focus before speaking them clears mental chatter that typically drowns subtle internal shifts. This stillness then statement pattern allows deeper integration than affirmations alone can achieve, especially for analytical personalities who experience greater resistance. These 4 lines contain power that extends far beyond simple words. They form a complete system for reprogramming your subconscious and reshaping your reality from the inside out. Start using them today and watch how quickly things begin shifting around you. What makes these statements truly transformative isn't just saying them, it's the internal shifts they create when practiced consistently. Small changes compound daily until suddenly everything looks different. Opportunities appear where none existed before. People respond to you differently. Problems that once seemed insurmountable now have clear solutions. This isn't magic. It's applied psychology and energy management working together to align your internal state with your desired external reality. These 4 lines address the complete manifestation cycle: openness, resistance release, timing, trust, and gratitude. Begin this practice today. Set reminders. Make it non-negotiable. Give yourself the gift of these few minutes daily and watch what unfolds over the next 30 days. The results will speak for themselves. If this approach resonated with you, hit the like button right now. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful techniques that create real change. Drop a comment sharing which line spoke to you most strongly. Your journey is just beginning.